Jai Hind everyone. I am Khushbu Malviya, Assistant Professor in AKGC College Ghaziabad. So in previous slide we discussed what is operating system and function of operating system. Today we move further in this subject. Uh, Today's topic is types of operating system. So these are the different types of operating system: simple batch operating system, multi-programming operating system, time-sharing operating system, multi-processing operating system, real-time operating system, distributed operating system, multitasking operating system, and network operating system. So let me discuss one by one. So batch operating system. What is batch operating system? In the 1970, batch processing was viral. In this technique, similar types of jobs were batched together and executed in time. People were used to having a single computer, which was called a mainframe computer. In the batch operating system, access is given to more than one person. They submit their respective job to the system for execution. The system puts all the jobs in a queue on the basis of the first come first serve. So here is technique is use FCFS, which is first come first serve. Then executes the job one by one. The user collect their respective output when all the job get executed. So this we will understand by a diagram. The diagram of batch operating system is here is all similar types of jobs which make a batch jobs like we have 100 jobs which is similar types that are processed by the operating system. So example of batch operating system is payroll system and bank statement. So when we want to calculate the salary of the employee and all DA and all other things, so this is the payroll system. Processing employees payroll where all employees wages and deduction are calculated and processed together is another common application. So this is the batch operating system example. And another example is bank statement, generating bank statement for a large number of a customer. This large of customer have a bank statement. This type of job is processed by batch operating system because they are similar kinds. Printing, batch printing of large documents or reports. So in printing, also in printer, the first come first serve mechanism is used. Now the purpose of these operating system was mainly to transfer control from one job to another as soon as the job was completed. When one job is completed, then CPU is allocated to the different jobs. It contains a small set of programs called the resident monitor that always reside in one part of the main memory. The remaining part is used for service job. So here the diagram of memory layout of the resident monitor. Here this area is dedicated to the user program area and this is the monitor. And in monitor, these are all of the section: interrupt processing, device driver, job sequencing, control language interpreter. So advantage of batch operating system, it has increased efficiency, like a resident monitor that eliminates CPU idle time between jobs to enable it to smooth the switching of the task. So one by one job is processed in first come first manner. The automatic handling of the processing of jobs means that user should not take control to intervene in whatever is going on while running or executing task. So user create some program and put on the operating system, and all working from here handled by the operating system. No involvement of the user in batch operating system. It can also perform even very huge complex job without any intermission because it simply stream without any intermission even when the task is excessively intensive. So here also a disadvantage of batch operating system. Number of jobs one by one is given to the operating system. So if there are 5 jobs, so we take an example here, there are 5 jobs: J1, J2, J3, J4 and J5 present in the batch. If the execution time of J1 is very high, then the other 4 jobs will never be executed. Why? because it's our batch operating system is based on the first come first serve facility. If first job is having a long execution time, then other job has to wait. When first job is complete, then CPU is allocated to these jobs, or they will have to wait for a very long time, hence the other process get stuck. Difficult to debug. An error is found only after the entire batch has been processed, which make it even harder to locate and fix an issue in real time. So in batch operating system is only user have involvement only. It create the program and submit to the operating system. And when this number, if we having 100 jobs, then when 100 jobs are completed, and if error is coming any suppose 15 number of process, then it will be reduced only after when all 100 job is executed. So difficult to debug, not interactive. Batch processing is not suitable for jobs that are dependent on the user input. If a job require the input of 2 number from the console, then it will never get in the batch processing scenario, since the user is not present at the time of execution. User is giving all of the process to the batch operating system. After that, all control is going to the operating system. And if in between need of any input from the user, then at time is user is not available. So this batch operating system is not interactive. So after batch operating system and overcoming the problem of the batch operating system, multi-programming operating system is introduced. So in multi-programming operating system, multi-programming is an extension to batch processing where the CPU is always kept busy. Always kept busy. Each process needs two types of system time, CPU time and input output time. In a multi-programming environment, when a process does it input output, the CPU can start the execution of other process. So here the CPU is all time busy. If number of process are in the system, and if one process is executing and in between these processes want to input output, then other process is allocated to the CPU. So CPU is all time busy, and we can achieve multi-programming. Therefore, multi-programming improve the efficiency of the system. So here the diagram of multi-programming operating system. Here if suppose program A, program B and program C in our main memory, and program A, if program A is executing in operating system, and program A want to some input output, or it want to read any files, so it search in this secondary disk storage, and at that time CPU is allocated to the program B, and program B is execution from CPU, and program is still waiting for the CPU. So in multi-programming operating system, multi of programs running simultaneously, and CPU is all time busy. Advantage of multi-programming operating system: throughout the system is increased, as the CPU always had one program to execute. Okay, so CPU is busy at all the time. Response time can also be reduced compared to the batch operating system, because in batch operating system jobs are performing first come first serve basis. So response to other job of CPU is very low compared to multi-programming operating system. Multi-programming maximize the utilization of resource like memory, input output device, processing power, since more than one program can be kept alive at any time. Now another advantage is, since several jobs are being processed in parallel, significantly more tasks could be completed within a certain amount of time, thus enhancing the overall throughput of the system. During times when a program is waiting for input-output operation, the processor does not idle, since it jumps on another task to continue processing. So here also the disadvantage of multi-programming operating system. The operating system has to switch between secondary memory to primary memory, secondary memory to primary memory. So the running process continuously, and this leads to scheduling overhead and reduced performance. So here the scheduling term is mm, introduced, because the job is job is switched from secondary memory to primary memory, and different types of scheduler is available in operating system. So we will discuss in our further language. Here we come the advantage and disadvantages of operating system. So as several current operation access shared resource simultaneously, the system is likely to experience deadlock. Two or more processes waiting for each other for further action. So here number of processes are running in CPU. One is using input output, and the second is running in operating system, and third one is waiting. So number of processes want to CPU number of process, and they are waiting continuously. So some processes are coming in deadlock situation. So deadlock we will discuss in further slides. Multiprocessing operating system. Now other operating system is multiprocessing operating system. Multiprocessing operating system is a type of operating system in which more than one CPU is used. In multi-programming operating system, we use only one CPU and number of process. But in multi-programming operating system, we have number of CPU, more than one CPU. You have two CPU, three CPU, or more than CPU for performing task. Is in which more than one CPU is used for the execution of resources. It better than throughput of the system. So here throughput is increased compared to the multi-programming operating system. So see in this diagram, the number of CPUs here, each having register, cache, and they share a common memory. What is multiprocessing? Multiprocessing is a system that has two or more processes. In this, CPU are added to increase the computing speed of the system. Because of the multiprocessing, many processes are executed simultaneously. This approach enhances performance by leveraging parallelism to handle more tasks at once. And now multiprocessing is also further classified into other types: systematic multiprocessing and asymmetric multiprocessing. Sorry, symmetric multiprocessing and asymmetric multiprocessing. So asymmetric multiprocessing, a specific task is allocated to a particular processor. Not every processor can perform all the tasks. Here, see here. In symmetric multiprocessing, all the processors have equal access to all resources and are capable of executing any task. In asymmetric multiprocessor, the method is used. There are slave processor present that execute tasks based on the master. Means one is master computer, which is one is master server, and all servers, or we can say that all computers are connected to this server, and all control on this master computer, master server, and it decide which task is allocated to the which processor. So in asymmetric multiprocessing, master slave strategies is used, but in symmetric multiprocessing, all processor have equal tasks and all processor are working. No master slave method are applied here in symmetric multiprocessing. So in symmetric multiprocessing, all the processor have equal access to all the resource and all capable of executing any task allocated to them. So they share a common memory space which help to communicate process and data sharing between them. So in symmetric multiprocessing, all system are connected to the each other and they are use common memory. So that are the difference between asymmetric multiprocessing and symmetric multiprocessing. So next we discuss advantage of multiprocessing operating system. It increases the throughput of the system as processor can be parallelized. So here we are using number of processor. So throughput is increased compared to the multi-programming and batch operating system. As it has several processors, so if one processor is failed, we can proceed with another processor. Here are number of processors are connected to each other. So if one processor is failed, we can also perform this our task to other processor. Disadvantage of multiprocessing: complexity. Suppose you are connected thousand server to the each other, thousand, we can take 100 server, they are connected, so they so connection and operating of this type of structure is complex, as here multiple processes are used, which makes the management or process complexity. So a sophisticated operating system and software are required to coordinate tasks. Cost: this type of system are generally more expensive than a single processor system. So here we are discuss different type of operating system. So these multi-programming and we discuss difference between multi-processing and multi-programming, which is important for you for the exam purpose. So multi-processing and multi-programming. In multi-processing, the availability of more than one process per system that can execute several sets of instruction in parallel is known as multiprocessing. Okay, in multiprocessing, number of processors are more than one. Multiprogramming, the concurrent application of more than one program in the main memory is known as multiprogramming. What is multiprogramming? If number of tasks performed by one CPU, then that is multiprogramming. And what is multiprocessing? Where processor, you can perform a single task by a different multiple processor. So the number of CPU is more than one and the number of CPU is one. It takes less time for job processing. Why it take less time for job processing? Because here number of processor. It takes more time to process the job. In this, more than one process can be executed at time. At a single time, more than one process can execute it because we have having a number of processor. In this, one process can be executed at a time because you have only one processor and one process is executed in CPU. And if this process want to input output, then it going to the secondary memory, and if it is completed, then it terminate and second process allocate to the CPU. So it is tightly coupled. Synchronization is there in multiprocessing. In multiprocessing, when we are having number of processor, they have to tightly coupled. No synchronization is there. The number of users can be one or more than one. Here number of users more than one, and the number of user is one at a time. At a time one. On a single time only one user. Throughput is maximum and throughput is less. And efficiency is maximum of multiprocessing operating system, and it is less efficient. So here we discuss multiprocessing and multi-programming. What is the difference between them? So conclusion is both multi-programming and multiprocessing aim to improve the performance of the system. The both have different principle to work with multiprocessing focus on parallel execution using multiple CPUs in a single system, while multi-programming enhance CPU utilization and reduce CPU idle time by managing multiple programs on a single processor. Understanding these differences helps in choosing the right and necessary approaches based on the specific needs and constraints of a computing environment. So now we discuss here different type of operating system. Multitasking operating system. Here we have one CPU, one operating system. Okay, here we have one CPU, one operating system, and you can perform multiple tasks from this operating system. Like if you want to access Word file, if you want to access net web browser, at the same time, so you want to know about your email, and if you want to play a game, play a music, then multitasking operating system is performed here. So multi-programming extend the multitasking operating system concept. In multitasking, multi-programming extension is multitasking operating system, which enable various programs to run simultaneously. Here in our diagram, various programs are run simultaneously. Okay. It provides a user with the ability to do more than one task on the same system at a given time by sharing various system resources like CPU time among different processes. This assures efficient use of the CPU because it shifts between tasks quickly from one task to second task, from third task. Okay, hence it seems that they are running parallel, but it looks like all programs are running parallel, but in behind CPUs switches from one job to second job to third job, है ना, in very low time. There are multitasking system in almost all personal computers where, for example, a user might run a web browser, music player, and a document editor at all once, which I discussed. So, advantage of the multitasking operating system. This system can handle multiple user or task at once. एक time पे बहुत सारे task को handle. Therefore, it is best to utilize in multi-user environment. If you want to live in era of multi-user environment, then these types of operating system are using. The memory is allocated dynamically and efficient to various tasks so that there is optimal usage of system resources. More application can be run at the same times, which increase productively because tasks are executed concurrently. It provides for rapid shift between tasks, therefore shortening the response time for the user. So response time is decreasing and throughput is increased. Because the system keeps running by switching between tasks, one task to second task to another task, CPU time and other system resources are consumed more effectively. So the CPU and other devices like hardware and printer and another things we are used continuously. Disadvantage. The multitasking environment makes a number of processors busier at the same time. That is, the CPU generate more heat. The managing of different tasks altogether require a more sophisticated algorithm which become complex to administer. Multitasking system usually require more powerful hardware, especially in terms of memory and processing power to run without a hitch. So, thank you.